What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy DJ here with another episode of the NFC South versus the NFL. Like I said, my name is DJ. No Twitter handle. I'm here with my brothers.
This your boy Mike Ricks, man. Happy birthday, DJ. Keep pounding.
Appreciate it.
It's your boy TJ. All I gotta say is today. Happy birthday, DJ.
Good looking, good looking.
And it's your boy D-Pack, America's fan. Happy birthday, DJ.
Good looking, fellas. Good looking. Appreciate it. As you can see, that bald head is shining today. I ain't wearing no hat today for the Bucks. We're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, we here. Week 4 edition. One quarter of the season about to be done. We at the quarter spot. This is when I guess you start really starting to see what your team is made of, who you kind of might be. About to round out September, the month of mirages. And we gonna dive into that, but I think we want to touch something first before we get into that. Mike, let them know what we talking about today, man.
Man, yeah, we want to talk about this Antonio Brown situation, man. That's big news around the NFL, man. We're talking about one of the best wide receivers that have been in the league over the last 5+ seasons, if not longer, man. Wow, it's just kind of amazing to hear that he's no longer going to be in the NFL as of right now. We all know how this dude does. But he's saying he's going back to college, man. So kind of want to get y'all take on it, man, before I give my 2 cents on it. What y'all got?
Hey, man, I don't like the move, man. I think he killed himself when you bringing up owners and stuff that happened years ago. I think you're in a situation, man, where if you did something wrong, you stand up and be a man about it. And I think he would have had a better chance of getting back in this league. Now, I do think that he will play again. I think he just has too much talent, and there's too many teams out there that can use a guy of his caliber. But it's definitely going to hurt him. It's going to hurt his pockets. And he might have to sit and watch for a year. That's my take.
I'll get mine out the way. AB, you clown. It's like, nah, but for real. Man, I mean, I'm going to keep mine simple. I mean, I don't really have a comment to this because, like, what my thing is, what are you trying to prove right now? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out with him, because it's like everybody has their own opinion about him and things. I mean, obviously, we're going to have other people say other things, but what is your objective? I mean, you can't be this dumb to be moving the way you're moving in certain ways you are, making these death threats to, your accuser, and whatever else. Like, he just, I don't understand the path that he's taking and what he's trying to prove. And then he always throws them like subliminal messages talking about, like him against the world type things, like people are all against him. Man, you're putting yourself in the limelight. Like, what? Like, that's what I'm saying. I want to understand what you're trying to do. Now you're rolling yourself back into college for what? Like, what's the eligible? Like, there's levels to this. Like, he's trying to go back to football. Like, what is he? I know he's going to take classes, but like, what are you doing? Can somebody break this down for me? Like I said, what?
Wow. Look, I'm just gonna keep it 100. Like, I think everybody kind of weighed in on this. People been calling this guy a clown. People been calling him selfish. This is my take on Antonio Brown. I think that Antonio Brown have the first stages of CTE. I mean, I'm just being honest, because it just seems to me, man, like this behavior that this guy has been displaying, I mean, something had to be wrong with this guy mentally. I don't know what's going on with him personally, but it just seems like it's just a lot of erratic behavior. This is a guy right here who a lot of people considered as one of the best, if not, going down in history as the best wide receiver to play, definitely in this generation. It's sad to see that you have so many people that wish they actually had his gifts and his ability, and he's out here just squandering it away. Um, I don't feel sorry for this guy at all. When you have all this talent, once again, and all this ability, and you just decide that you want to go out here and be bigger than a team, bigger than the organization itself, I can't feel sorry for you, man. This dude had opportunity to make $30 million of guaranteed money, decided that he didn't want to show up and be an Oakland Raider. I mean, he had opportunity to play for one of the best franchises of this generation, and he squandered that too. And yet he turned around on Twitter and tried to pull off the biggest Tekashi 6ix9ine move out in my life, try to snitch on everybody. But you can't be upset at anybody but yourself because nobody did this to you. You can talk about the league being biased, and you can talk about Robert Kraft and stuff like that getting caught up in the massage parlor. But at the end of the day, Robert Kraft owns the team. At the end of the day, the NFL is still going to be here, and they don't need you, man. No matter how gifted you think that you are, no matter how many passes you can catch, no matter how many routes you can run out of the route tree, the NFL don't need you. So Antonio Brown, I don't think he needs football. I think that move, him going back to college, is just a publicity stunt to try to make it seem like he's trying to go in the right direction, trying to change his life. Man, forget about football. Let's get this man some help. And if he out here, doing exactly what these accused are saying he's done, then man, this guy needs to go to counseling and get himself some help, man, because you're going to live a life much longer than you're going to be a football player. So that's my main concern about him, getting himself right, family, and most importantly with Antonio Brown. That's my take.
I mean, I know you about to go in it. I know you about to go in it deep.
You ain't going deep. Go ahead. Say what you got to say, DJ.
The concern I really got with that whole situation is he's doing all this erratic behavior, and he has a family. He has young kids. You know what I'm saying? Piggybacking off what TJ said, I mean, this man might need help to a fact. Because, I mean, you're talking about somebody that possibly will never play football again. And I don't know if he's out here even moving the way he even said, like, sending these death threats to people, females saying, you shut up type stuff. So, I mean, there's kids in his house. And I'm saying, I don't know. Like I said, I hope he do get help. I really do.
All right, man. I'm going to put it like this, man. AB was a late overlooked draft pick. He's also an under 6 feet receiver. So we know he has that Napoleon complex. He's playing on with this chip on his shoulder. And you give the guy a platform and a whole bunch of money and then wonder why he acts the way he acts. Antonio Brown has been this way his entire pretty much life in his NFL career. Only difference is put on a platform where he's able to display it. Now, I will say this, the timing of all of these accusations to me is laughable. I'm not going to sit here and make a judgment case on it, but I think it's phony. Not to sit there and say that it happened or it didn't happen. I'm not a judge, but I will say this. We're innocent until proven guilty. And us as black people, we need to give this man the same type of respect because they look at us and sit there and say we're guilty until proven innocent. I know his behaviors have been pointing that maybe he's done some things like that. But to sit there, man, I just think the timing of this, just like, wow. He gets out of this situation. He makes a great move for himself to get out of this losing situation that he would have been in Oakland. Goes to the greatest place he could possibly go to have success, and then all of a sudden he's winning, right? And did he go about it the right way? Absolutely not. But he's winning now in this situation, and now all these allegations all of a sudden want to come out. I'm sorry, man. I'm not buying it. You can say what y'all want to with that, man. I'm not buying it. Now, to say this with him calling everybody else out, I think that is extremely childish and immature. But is he lying? Most of the people that he's called out has happened. Let's think about Big Ben. And then you talk about death threats. Well, what about Tyreek Hill? Don't we have video? I mean, not video, but audio of him saying the same thing to his fiance or girlfriend at the time? Did he get suspended? Isn't he still playing? So to sit there and say, hey, I'm just going to be exposed or I'm going to be kicked out of the NFL for what I've done, and I have a track record of people that's done the same thing or been accused and hasn't been criticized or crucified like I have, I'm sharing it. I'm just putting it out there. Now, to other people, it's going to look like, yeah, he's not standing up being a man about it, because he's not. That's not what men do. Men stand up, and if they're wrong, we're wrong. We stand up and take it in the chest and man up. That's what men are supposed to do. But we're not talking about a man. His antics and what he's been showing since he's been in the league has shown that his mental is definitely childish. It could be CTE. I don't know. I think this has happened to him, and it was with his upbringing. I heard somewhere of a story, and I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but he didn't have the best upbringing either. What was his parents say? I don't think his parents were involved or something like that. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you were adopted or in foster care or something like that, I don't know. But I do know this, though, man. We're talking about a human being that, to me, is crying out for some kind of help. And I think that he needs to get that dealt with before he can ever touch a football field or even should be in the public eye. But I'm not going to sit there and just crucify this man and say he's a complete clown and this, that, and the third, when we have other guys that have done things. Now, they may not have come out and been running their mouth and sending text messages and things like that, but to say Big Ben didn't go through what he went through, what about Peyton Manning? He had a situation where a sex allegation happened. He got swept under the rug. Would he pay him off and we ain't hear nothing else about it? But the media is going to throw this man under the bus. They're going to keep doing that because he doesn't shut up. He has a mouth on him. That's my take, man. I know it's a little different, but hey, that's how I be.
Man, look, Mike, check this out. Look, I understand some of the points that you're trying to make, but I'm not gonna make excuses for a guy because he had a bad upbringing. Just as bad as his upbringing may be, I can think about cases, and I notice a guy that you all can, know and respect. Warrick Dunn. Warrick Dunn lost his mom at a very young age. This man could have easily went out there and just did some of the same things that Antonio Brown did. What did this guy do? I mean, this guy is a great human being. He gives houses to different people every single year. You think about D'Angelo Williams. This man lost his mom to breast cancer.
Yeah, and he's crazy as I don't know what.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this man is an advocate. But he's an advocate, and you know what I'm saying, for breast cancer awareness. And I mean, these guys have all these different stories. Dak Prescott, this man lost his mom. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people he's arguably one of the best leaders in the National Football League. So I'm not gonna make no excuses about no guy. Oh, he lost it. You know, he had a bad upbringing. And as far as this whole chip on his shoulder, man, to be honest, man, that's some bull. Because he wasn't like that when he first came in the league.
Yes, he was.
No, he
was. It just wasn't magnified, TJ. It's a difference when you give a black man that's broken like that a whole bunch of money and a platform.
Man. Come on, man. How many times we can't keep on making excuses about guys?
Nobody's making excuses. It's the God honest truth. It's the truth. And nobody's saying that's the only reason. I'm just saying that could be it, and it could be CTE. It could be a whole number of things. But let's not rule out that situation, the reason why he's acting like that. That's all I'm saying.
But your bad upbringing, so your bad.
No. See, you're trying to target. You're trying to target one thing out of that I said. I said it could be a number of things. Now I agree with you. It may not be that, but everybody responds differently. Just because you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 examples, then on the other end you have the same amount of examples of people that have gone through that situation and hasn't excelled like a Warrick Dunn, a Dak Prescott. It all depends on that individual. And if you're messed up, you're messed up. But I'm not going to sit there and say it's solely on CTE. What, Burfict gave him that?
How many years has this guy been in the league? How many years?
About 11.
Okay. Why is it that we just starting to hear about his behavior when he went on Facebook Live right after a game? Right after the wild card game that they played in.
Because he got paid, TJ.
So let me get this straight. So we gonna sit up here and make an excuse and say this guy.
Why is it an excuse?
So I mean, it is an excuse.
Because the man got paid. Now he feels untouchable.
So so that's his excuse, right? Because he got paid. That's the excuse.
People in the locker room that's been around AB, Ryan, what's his name? My man name, Ryan Grant or whatever his name is. I forgot it.
Ryan Clark.
He said it a long time ago that AB was an a-hole. Years ago. This is nothing new. Only thing is he has a bigger platform and more money where he feels untouchable now. When you give people that kind of power, then they start to do all kind of erratic things. And I'm not making excuses for him, but it is what it is.
All I know is this man was a late round draft pick, and this when he first got in the league, he may have an ego. I mean, a lot of guys have egos. I mean, if you're an NFL player, most likely you do have one. But a lot of these guys can put their ego in check. Why is it that he got to be so different? Look, I ain't even talking about no accusation. I ain't even talking about no accusations or whatever. I agree with you on that. I'm just talking about the fact that using this, saying that he was a late round draft pick and saying that, he came in with a chip on his shoulder, his upbringing was questionable. Like, man, we can't make no excuses for stuff like that because there are so many guys right now that's watching this dude that wish they had the opportunity to play for the Steelers, to play for the Patriots, to play for the Raiders. This is a golden opportunity, man. So this guy sits out here and he just feels just because he has a great ability, just because he has a big social media following, he feel like he an exception to the rule. Like, forget that, man. I don't care. Like, I don't care what anybody's saying about, you know what I'm saying? Like, these owners and stuff like that, they get away with murdering these players. They get under a microscope, man. Bump all that. If you're great, that just comes with the territory, man. I'm not gonna make excuses for that. You know what I'm saying? His greatness is the reason why we're talking about him right now. But I cannot sit up here and just make an excuse for that, man, because you have an opportunity to do something, man. He's squandering, and I can't make no excuses for that.
Because he has a sense of entitlement. He feels like he has a sense of entitlement, and if we look at the generations that are going on now, what's the issue? They feel like they have a sense of entitlement. It's the millennium effect. Hey, man, I'm not making excuses for the man. I'm not saying he's right at all. All I'm saying is that what he's doing, I think is completely wrong. As a man, you shouldn't act like that. Me personally, you shouldn't act like that. But to sit there and say that the things that he's doing, I don't agree with. But is he lying about it? No.
Is this sucker behavior? Let's just be honest about this.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest. Okay.
Absolutely.
I know this has absolutely nothing to do with football, but let's go back and talk about Kobe Bryant. You remember when Kobe Bryant got caught up in Colorado, right? We criticized this dude for snitching out Shaq and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, airing out their dirty laundry. So why is it that we can criticize him on one hand, you know what I'm saying, and say that he wrong, but we gonna justifying, he can, I mean, what about what happened with this guy? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's wrong, man, for what he did.
Who's justifying it? I'm not justifying the man by saying it.
I'm just saying, for him to say, well, it did happen, you know what I'm saying? But still, that's not, he shouldn't bring this situation up. It's basically like he's deflecting.
It's
like
saying,
move, okay,
right?
I did this, but look at what this guy did. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, that ain't cool.
It's a B move, right?
Exactly.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying with that at all. Only thing I'm saying is, if I'm Antonio Brown and my history of knowing Antonio Brown, this doesn't surprise me. That's all I'm saying. Now, Pac, I know you feel like you want to go in and say something, man. I don't want me and TJ go in for hours on this because I love it.
For real.
But so what I was saying is this. What I was wanting to say was, you can't bring up, well, I'm not going to say what you can't do, but don't be a man. Don't bring up the past. Like, if you were such against it, or when you signed with the Patriots, you didn't think about Bob Kraft doing what he did. Previous years, the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years with the Steelers, You ain't bring up Big Ben's issues that he had.
Thank you.
So now that your allegations come out, be it that they may be true or false, don't bring up what they did. You got to handle that yourself.
So
that's just like somebody. Let's say 2 years from now, 5 years from now, he's back in the league. He's been playing for the last 3-4 years. He's balling out, and then somebody else gets some allegations, accused of whatever, and they bring up Antonio Brown. He ain't gonna want to hear that. His wife ain't gonna want to hear that. His kids don't want to hear that no more. That's behind you. You've dealt with that. You may still be dealing with it within yourself. But I do think that was a sucker move, man. I do agree that I do think he is screaming out for help. And the thing about it is that maybe football is his identity. So you take that away from him, you just never know what's going to happen. But does he deserve? I mean, he's hurting himself by blowing whistles. The difference now with TJ, the difference with Shaq, Kobe and Shaq, if I remember correctly, Shaq's stuff wasn't out.
Right, facts.
Kobe threw that out. So that's why Kobe got slayed and ridiculed so much, especially from the black community. Because you're like, bro, nobody knows what I did. So it's a little different, but were they both true? Maybe. I don't know. But I do think Antonio Brown needs to sit down somewhere, man, because this Twitter stuff, man, this social media, you a grown. He's acting like a second-year guy.
No, he's acting like a child, y'all. And he's been acting like a child. This is not surprising.
Yeah, man, but
why y'all acting like it's surprising with Antonio Brown?
But I agree with what TJ said earlier. There is no way. Well, TJ didn't say no way, but I believe there's no way that he was acting like this as a rookie, a late round draft pick. He wasn't behaving like this because he wouldn't have been in the league. They'd have let him a long time ago. Now, once he started balling, he got a little cocky, feeling himself, got paid, and that's when he gonna act a fool.
Hey, man, look, everybody tells us for the longest that when you get money, it does what? It doesn't cover up your problems. It brings them out to the forefront and enhances them. So if this is how you are, if you're an alcoholic, then what are you gonna do when you get this money? If you're a gambler and you terrible with money, what's gonna happen when you do get this money? Everybody knows that when you get paid and get more money, if you're a certain type of way, all it does is bring it out more. That's all it does.
I think money can change people too, man.
We'll just go ahead and do a rapid fire of the NFL and just kind of go over each of these games and just see who we got picks. Just for the NFL, for the rest of the games, man. So It's rapid fire. So we got the first game. We have the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Green Bay Packers.
Packers.
Yeah, I got the Packers in this one too.
Is Deshaun Jackson or Alshon Jeffrey playing in this game?
Deshaun Jackson's not for sure.
But Alshon Jeffrey is playing?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna pick the Eagles in this game. They desperate.
They ain't going to Lambeau doing that. Who you got, Pat?
You wouldn't pick us. We not desperate.
I'm gonna go Packers, man. It's gonna be a close one. I'm gonna go Packers.
All right, so we have the next game.
Who you pick, Bricks?
I picked Green Bay.
Oh.
I'm a big Green Bay fan this year, man. From what I've seen with their defense, I haven't seen enough what I need to see. They didn't give Aaron Rodgers a defense. All right, so this is probably one of the games that I'm most excited to watch because I have been very high on the Buffalo Bills. So we got the New England Patriots versus the Buffalo Bills.
Bill Belichick.
I'm going New England. Y'all being
I'm
quiet.
going
Y'all
New
want to say
England.
that?
While we wait on here, I'm going New England. Sorry. I mean, nah. I don't see a kink in that armor. Nah.
Yeah, give me Tom Brady, baby.
Give me
No, give
that
me that
defense.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
defense only giving up 5 points per game. Who does that in 3
It's
games?
the amount of yards they're letting up
Man.
compared to the rest of the league, you can double what they're giving up, and they still are ahead of everybody else. Like I don't remember what the numbers are, but it's stupid. That defense, Bill Belichick is looking like he's orchestrating another defense for Tom Brady to be set up for success. Let's just say that.
What you got, TJ?
Week 1, the Bills played the Jets, smoke and mirrors. Week 2, they played the Giants, Eli Manning, smoke and mirrors. They played against the Cincinnati Bengals. I think we all can agree, smoke and mirrors. The Buffalo Bills are smoke and mirrors. I am not sold on the Buffalo Bills at all. Great story. You know, I feel happy for this fan base who has dealt with misery for decades. You know what I'm saying? Losing them for Super Bowl, Scott Norwood, wide right. Look, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. But they gonna get their behinds handed to them by the New England Patriots. I mean, this game ain't even gonna be close. Josh Allen, man, the reason why he was able to weather the storm, in my opinion, because of the teams that they were playing against. You are not going to be able to turn the ball over, throw interceptions, and you think that you're going to be scrambling out the pocket like you Vic? Man, not on a Bill Belichick defense. Man, they about to get destroyed. They're going to get destroyed in this game. This game not even going to be close. I'm telling you. Like, it was a great story, 3-0. Y'all coming out there, yeah, everybody happy. 3-0 in Buffalo. But this Sunday, 3-0 in Buffalo, but that O is about to go. You know what I'm saying? So they about to lose. Big.
Just remember, they do have to play the Jets, and they also play the Dolphins twice. So
Oh my God!
all I'm gonna say is that Buffalo has a good shot of making the playoffs, but they're gonna get destroyed. Hey man, so next game we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Detroit Lions. I'm going Chiefs.
Chiefs big.
This game is a shocker, though. I mean, I can't believe this, though. Like how good the Detroit Lions look this season. But man, you can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. I got the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
All right. Next, we have the Oakland Raiders versus the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going Jacoby Brissett, man, in the Colts.
Give me the Colts.
Colts, man. If you got something, I can't. The Raiders are gonna have another bad.
Man, Colts.
All right. Then we have the Los Angeles Chargers playing against the Miami Hurricanes. I got the Chargers.
Chargers coming off of a loss, man. They'll bounce back. Give me the Chargers.
2 losses.
Man, it's gonna be the Chargers, man. Miami, y'all going back for that 0-16 record y'all already had, man. Y'all going for it again.
Man.
All right.
Any team that got a fire sale not gonna win no games. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is in Miami. They got a fire sale going.
I ain't picking Miami Dolphins.
Everything must go. every player position must go. Man, come on, man. The Chargers gonna win this game. I think that the Dolphins are what they tanking for Tua or whatever. I don't know what they doing. This game, like it's a shame that I 2 bye weeks in the course of a year for the Chargers, not even fair.
I bet. So we're going to move on to the NFC least. We have the Washington Redskins versus the New York Football Giants. This is the toilet bowl game. A draw. Nah. I'm going to go
Washington Redskins.
I'm somebody else go, man. What you got, Pat?
That's a tough one, man. It is. Just because it's in New York and they're playing a little inspired ball, I go Giants.
Man, I would be interested to see if Dwayne Haskins can actually get the start. That way you can get this would be a great storyline because coming into the draft, you had these two guys who was New York going to pick. So if he can actually play in this game, that'd be huge. But man, I got the Giants in this game. I think that Daniel Jones is probably going probably going to turn the ball over at least once in this game. I think he's going to kind of get back down to earth, but I just think that the Giants are going to win this game. The Redskins, they suck. Let's just call it for what it is. They suck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Washington. I'm gonna go Redskins. They're desperate. They need a win. Giants, I don't trust their secondary.
Shouts out to Mike with the charity work. Shouts out to Mike with the charity work, man.
You're right, bro. You're right. I'm trying to make
give it out. Charity picks.
God, boy. Hey, that was my toilet bowl game. All right. We got the Cleveland Steel Browns playing against the Baltimore Red Hot Ravens. I'm going to be more. They're the better team, in my opinion.
They're playing at Baltimore. I'm going Ravens. Mayfield throws 2 interceptions.
The Browns, with all the talent that they have, one word to describe them: soft. So I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens are a hard-nosed football team, and Lamar Jackson, he is as advertised. So, yeah. And, man, I miss Mark Ingram. God, though. Shoot.
What you got?
I'm going to go Browns in the upset, man.
Good. Charity. You a believer.
Mayfield throws 2 or 3 picks.
He been a believer in them. I give you that. They got to turn it around some way. I was never a believer in them. Too much.
They almost had that last game, man.
Too much me's. Me. Then we have the Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals.
Ain't gonna give me twice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with this. I'm going with the Seahawks. They bounce back.
Yeah, give me Russell, baby.
Yeah, Pete Carroll doesn't owe this coach anything, so Seattle's gonna win this one.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. That was a win. It had nothing to do with Pete Carroll.
That was ugly.
That was a sloppy game. That was a sloppy game by the Seahawks. That game was sloppy. But we won.
Right. We're going. I don't want to. Let's talk about it. We're going Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears.
Ooh.
I like this game here. I'm going Mitchell Trubisky. Kirk Cousins playing against a team that's a top, whatever, 50 team, half of the league team. No, he's going to throw 2 picks, fumble 3 times against Chicago. I don't believe in them. They better run down and cook as much as they can, but this defense is stout. Going Bears.
Unfortunately, Dalvin Cook will not be able to bail out Kirk Cousins. That defense is too good. It's home in Chicago. I ain't going with Trubisky, but I'm going with that team because I'm not a Trubisky fan. But what you say about Kirk Cousins is all so far been facts. So he gonna go on the road in the Windy City and be some doo-doo. He hasn't really hooked up with those 2 receivers he got this year. Nah, I don't see it happening. They're not at home. No horn. I've been talking about that. They ain't gonna hear none of that. You're gonna have to go that Windy City and play some ball, and I don't think he's gonna do it. So I got the Bears.
We got a tough divisional game, man. Hard fall, but I'll take the Bears, man.
Y'all ever seen that meme of Spider-Man when he pointing at it, you know what I'm saying? He pointing at himself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know if you ever seen that meme. That's basically what you see with Mitchell Trubisky and Kirk Cousins. Two trash quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it's like looking in a mirror or something and seeing your own reflection. I mean, this is sad because these are two teams are one and the same. Both have questionable quarterback play and good defenses. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears in this game. I just think that the Chicago Bears have a better football team, and when you can actually generate some turnovers, I think that's gonna be a key contributor to the success this week. So I'm going with the Bears.
All right, and we got.
Should have had Deshaun Watson. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're gonna thump Deshaun anyway. We got the Jacksonville Jags versus the Denver Broncos.
That's a pretty 12.
Jacksonville, with all the distractions.
I'm going.
Defense too strong.
I'm going Jacksonville too, man.
Man, this is about to be one of them games from back in the day, like 3 yards in the cloud of dust. Because I mean, man, I don't know. Like this tough right here. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Gardner. I'm gonna go with the guy with the most sauce and swag in the league right now, Gardner Minshew. I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars, man.
Right. Who you got, DJ?
Well, I got Denver Broncos at home.
Okay. Why? Because your baby.
Yeah, because they're at home. I gotta flip the coin, but I'm going with the home. Denver Broncos. Right. Lindsey goes off. Right. 150 yards, touchdown.
So we have the final matchup against two 0-3 teams. Against the Cincinnati Bengals and the Esberg Steelers.
Dang.
I'm about to shock some folk with this prediction. I think this game gonna be a tie. I mean, it's possible, right? I'm just being honest. It's possible. I got a tie. This game going in a tie.
That's how I feel about that Redskin Giants.
Give me Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh at home too. It's gonna be horrible.
Pittsburgh early.
Yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh. They're a better coach team, better franchise all together. They got Minka now, already making plays back there. Be Pittsburgh,
man. All right. Well, that wraps up week 4. Interesting week, man. Interesting week. Oh, man. So that is it for the NFL. Well, shit, I messed up. I'm tired, y'all. This is it for the NFC versus the NFL show. This your boy, Mike Ricks. Keep pounding. Follow me at Twitter, Mike Ricks07.
This is your boy, DJ. Fire them cannons. I finally got it out. Fire them cannons. But no Twitter handle. Bam. What's up?
Man, it's your boy TJ Jones. All I have to say is who that. Follow yours truly on Twitter at TJ the Radio Guy.
Hey, this is America's fan, man. D-Pack. How about them Cowboys, man? Y'all boys have a good night.
Appreciate y'all checking it out. We out.
All right.